The problem with most people is that they're trying to change their lives without changing themselves. They want different results, but they're not willing to become a different person. They want more money, but they're not willing to become more valuable. They want better relationships, but they're not willing to become more loving, more understanding, more patient. They want success, but they're not willing to develop the disciplines that success demands. Here's what I've learned after all these years of studying success and human potential. Everything changes when you change. Your income rarely exceeds your personal development. Your business will only grow as much as you grow. Your relationships will only improve as much as you improve as a person. So when I say give me yourself for 6 months, I'm not asking you to give me your time you can waste. I'm asking you to give me your commitment to personal development, your commitment to growth, your commitment to becoming the person you were meant to be. Now let me share with you what's possible in 6 months. In 6 months you can read 12 books. Think about that. 12 good books on success, on leadership, on personal development, on your industry, on philosophy. Most people haven't read 12 books in the last 12 years, and you're going to read 12 books in 6 months. What do you think that will do to your thinking? What do you think that will do to your vocabulary? What do you think that will do to your confidence? What do you think that will do to your ability to solve problems? In 6 months, you can lose 30 pounds or gain 30 pounds of muscle, depending on what you need. You can completely transform your physical appearance, your energy level, your health, your vitality. Most people have been carrying around the same 20 or 30 extra pounds for years, making the same excuses, promising themselves they'll start next Monday, next month, next year. But you're going to do something different. You're going to start today and stay consistent for 6 months. In 6 months, you can learn a new skill that could double your income. You can take a course, attend seminars, find a mentor, practice daily. While others are watching television, you'll be learning. While others are complaining about their circumstances, you'll be developing new capabilities. While others are making excuses, you'll be making progress. But here's the key, and this is crucial. None of this happens by accident. You don't accidentally read 12 books. You don't accidentally lose 30 pounds. You don't accidentally develop a new skill. It all happens by design. It happens because you decide once and for all that you're going to take complete responsibility for your life and your results. You see, most people are waiting for someone else to change their life. They're waiting for their company to give them a raise instead of making themselves more valuable. They're waiting for their spouse to change instead of changing themselves. They're waiting for the economy to improve instead of improving their own skills and abilities. They're waiting for luck, waiting for a break, waiting for someone to discover them. But what they should be doing is working on themselves. Success is not something you pursue. Success is something you become. You don't go after success. You develop the disciplines, the skills, the knowledge, the relationships, the habits that naturally attract success. And this transformation doesn't take years or decades. It begins today and show remarkable results in just 6 months. Let me tell you about the power of compound interest when it comes to personal development. If you improve just 1% every day for 6 months, do you know where you'll be? You'll be 6 times better than you are today. Not 6% better, 6 times better. That's the power of consistency. That's the power of daily discipline. That's the power of giving yourself completely to the process of growth and development. Most people want to change their results without changing their habits. They want to earn more without learning more. They want to have more without becoming more. But here's a fundamental truth. For things to change, you must change. For things to get better, you must get better. For things to improve, you must improve. And the beautiful thing is, when you change, everything changes for you. The marketplace rewards performance, not excuses. It rewards results, not reasons why you can't get results. It rewards value, not promises to create value someday. So if you want the marketplace to reward you more, if you want to earn more, achieve more, become more, then you must perform better, deliver better results, and provide more value. And all of this can begin with a 6-month commitment to yourself. Now, let me share with you the disciplines that will transform your life in 6 months. First, the discipline of learning. Make learning a daily habit, not a one-time event. Read for at least 30 minutes every day. Listen to educational audio programs while you're driving. Attend seminars and workshops. Find mentors and role models. Become a student of success, a student of your industry, a student of life itself. The discipline of health. Your body is the temple that houses your dreams and ambitions. If you don't take care of your body, where are you going to live? Exercise regularly, eat nutritiously, get adequate rest. Your physical energy affects everything else. Your mental clarity, your emotional stability, your productivity, your confidence. Take care of your body, and it will take care of you for years to come. The discipline of financial management. Start keeping track of where your money goes. Start saving a portion of everything you earn. Start investing in your future. Most people work hard for their money, but they never teach their money to work hard for them. Learn about investments, about building wealth, about creating multiple streams of income. Financial independence is not an accident. It's the result of planning and discipline. The discipline of relationships. Success is not a solo act. The people you associate with will determine how far you go in life. Start building relationships with successful people, positive people, people who challenge you to grow. Be selective about who you spend time with. You become like the people you associate with most. The discipline of goals and planning. Success is not hoping, wishing, or wanting. Success is planning, preparing, and expecting. Set clear, specific goals for the next 6 months. Write them down. Make plans to achieve them. Review them daily. Most people don't plan to fail. They just fail to plan. The discipline of time management. Time is more valuable than money. You can always make more money, but you can't make more time. Learn to invest your time in activities that move you toward your goals. Learn to say no to time wasters, to distractions, to activities that don't serve your higher purpose. Now here's what I want you to understand about these disciplines. They're not burdens, they're opportunities. They're not restrictions, they're freedoms. Every discipline weighs ounces, but regret weighs tons. The pain of discipline weighs ounces today, but the pain of regret will weigh tons tomorrow. Most people would rather live with the pain of regret than the pain of discipline. They'd rather regret not trying than discipline themselves to learn, to grow, to become more. But you're different. You're reading this because you want something more from life. You want to see what you're capable of. You want to test your limits, push your boundaries, discover your potential. Here's another truth I want to share with you. You already have everything you need to begin. You don't need more time. You have 24 hours a day, same as everyone else. You don't need more money to start improving yourself. There are free libraries full of books, free podcasts full of wisdom, free opportunities to serve others and develop your skills. You don't need more opportunities. Opportunities are everywhere for the person who has prepared themselves to recognize and seize them. What you need is not more resources. What you need is more resourcefulness. You need to become the kind of person who can take whatever life gives you and make something beautiful out of it. You need to become the kind of person who sees possibilities where others see problems, who sees opportunities where others see obstacles, who sees stepping stones where others see stumbling blocks. The difference between successful people and unsuccessful people is not that successful people don't have problems. Everyone has problems. The difference is that successful people have developed better strategies for dealing with their problems. They've developed better thinking habits, better emotional habits, better action habits. And these better habits can be developed in 6 months if you'll commit yourself to the process. Let me tell you what will happen when you commit to this 6-month transformation. First, your confidence will soar. As you start achieving small victories, as you start keeping promises to yourself, as you start seeing progress in different areas of your life, your confidence will grow. And confidence is magnetic. It attracts opportunities, attracts other successful people, attracts the resources you need to achieve even bigger goals. Your income will increase. As you become more valuable through learning and skill development, as you become healthier and more energetic, as you become better at managing time and money, as you build better relationships, the marketplace will reward you with increased income. That's how the marketplace works. Your relationships will improve. As you work on yourself, as you become more positive, more knowledgeable, more disciplined, more goal-oriented, you'll naturally attract better relationships. The people in your current relationships will respond positively to the new you, and you'll attract new people who are also committed to growth and success. Your health will improve dramatically. 6 months of regular exercise, proper nutrition, and adequate rest will transform not just how you look, but how you feel. You'll have more energy, more stamina, more vitality. You'll sleep better, think clearer, feel more positive about life. Your future will look brighter. When you're growing and improving every day, when you're moving toward meaningful goals, when you're developing valuable skills and building important relationships, the future looks exciting instead of frightening. You'll look forward to tomorrow instead of dreading it. But here's what won't happen automatically. The change won't happen just because you want it to. It won't happen just because you need it to. It won't happen just because you deserve it. Change only happens when you decide to change, when you commit to change, when you take action to change, and when you persist through the challenges that change always brings. Change is hard at first, messy in the middle, and gorgeous at the end. Most people quit during the hard part. They start with enthusiasm, but when they hit the first obstacle, when they face the first temptation to quit, when they encounter the first criticism from others, they give up. They go back to their old habits, their old excuses, their old results. But not you. You're going to be different. You're going to understand that obstacles are part of the process, not evidence that you should quit. You're going to understand that temporary setbacks are not permanent failures. You're going to understand that what matters is not where you start, but where you finish. Here's a secret that most people never learn. You don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great. Excellence is not a one-time act, it's a habit. Success is not a destination, it's a journey. Greatness is not something you achieve once, it's something you practice daily. The person you'll become in 6 months will be worth every effort you invest in the process. The knowledge you'll gain, the skills you'll develop, the relationships you'll build, the confidence you'll create, the health you'll enjoy, the income you'll earn. All of this will be yours if you'll just give me yourself for 6 months. Think about where you were 6 months ago. Think about what you were doing, what you were thinking, what you were hoping for. Now think about where you are today. Did you make the progress you wanted to make? Did you become the person you wanted to become? Did you achieve the goals you set for yourself? If not, why not? What was missing? What would you do differently? Now think about where you could be 6 months from today if you started right now with a clear plan, a firm commitment, and daily action. Think about the person you could become. Think about the life you could create. Think about the impact you could have on others. Think about the legacy you could build. The choice is yours. You can continue living the way you've been living and get the same results you've been getting. Or you can decide today that the next 6 months are going to be different. You can decide that you're going to invest in yourself like never before. You can decide that you're going to develop disciplines that will serve you for the rest of your life. Remember, if you don't change, nothing will change. If you don't grow, your income won't grow, your relationships won't improve, your health won't get better, your future won't look brighter. But if you will change, if you will grow, if you will commit to becoming more than you've ever been before, then everything in your life can change for the better. The marketplace is waiting to reward the new you. Opportunities are waiting for the person you're about to become. Success is waiting for you to develop the skills and disciplines that success requires. The life of your dreams is waiting for you to become the person capable of living that life. So what do you say? Will you give me yourself for 6 months? Will you commit to reading every day, exercising regularly, managing your money wisely, building better relationships, setting clear goals, and managing your time effectively? Will you commit to becoming the person you were meant to be? The investments you make in yourself in the next 6 months will pay dividends for the rest of your life. The disciplines you develop will serve you forever. The person you become will create results that will aid you. The life you build will inspire others to believe in their own possibilities. But it all starts with a decision. It all starts with a commitment. It all starts with you deciding that you're worth the investment, that your dreams are worth the effort, that your family is worth the sacrifice, that your future is worth the discipline. 6 months from today, you'll be 6 months older regardless of what you do. The question is, will you also be 6 months better? Will you be wiser, healthier, wealthier, more skilled, more confident, more capable? Will you be living a better life, or will you be living the same life you're living today? The time is going to pass anyway. The seasons will change, the calendar will turn, the months will go by whether you use them productively or not. But you have the power to make sure that when those 6 months have passed, they've passed productively. You have the power to make sure that you've grown, that you've improved, that you've become more. Most people let time pass. Successful people put time to work. Most people spend time. Successful people invest time. Most people kill time. Successful people multiply time by using it to develop capabilities that will serve them for years to come. Here's what I know about you. Even though we may never have met, you have more potential than you've ever used. You have more capabilities than you've ever developed. You have more opportunities than you've ever recognized. You have more resources than you've ever employed. The question is not whether you have what it takes to succeed. You do. The question is whether you'll do what it takes to succeed. Success is not reserved for a special few. It's available to anyone who will pay the price, do the work, develop the disciplines, and persist through the challenges. Success is not about luck or timing or being in the right place at the right time. Success is about preparation meeting opportunity. Success is about being ready when your moment comes. And your moment is coming. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but it's coming. The question is, will you be ready? Will you have developed the skills you need? Will you have built the relationships you need? Will you have gained the knowledge you need? Will you have created the disciplines you need? The next 6 months can be the most important 6 months of your life if you'll treat them that way. They can be the 6 months when everything changes, when you finally break through to a new level of success and happiness. They can be the 6 months when you discover what you're really capable of, when you surprise yourself and everyone around you with what you can achieve. But it requires a decision. It requires a commitment. It requires you to say, enough is enough. I'm tired of living below my potential. I'm tired of making excuses. I'm tired of settling for less than I deserve. I'm ready to do whatever it takes to create the life I really want. Are you ready to make that decision? Are you ready to make that commitment? Are you ready to give me yourself for 6 months so that you can have the rest of your life? Are you ready to invest in yourself like never before so that you can reap rewards like never before? The person reading these words has the power to create an extraordinary life. You have dreams and ambitions for a reason. You have desires and goals for a reason. You have potential and capabilities for a reason. The reason is that you're meant to use them. You're meant to develop them. You're meant to turn them into reality. Don't let another 6 months pass without significant progress. Don't let another 6 months go by where you're basically the same person you are today. Don't waste the precious gift of time that you've been given. Use it. Invest it. Put it to work creating the life you really want. The world needs what you have to offer, but first you need to develop it. Your family needs the best version of you, but first you need to create it. Your dreams need your complete commitment, but first you need to give it. Your future needs your preparation today, but first you need to begin it. 6 months, that's all I'm asking for. 6 months of your complete commitment to becoming more than you've ever been before. 6 months of reading, learning, growing, developing, improving, and becoming. 6 months that could change everything. Will you give them to me? Will you give them to yourself? Will you give them to your dreams, your goals, your family, your future? The choice is yours, and the time is now. Your extraordinary life is waiting. All you have to do is decide to claim it.